Ayo, me come back. I am back. I am backeth, heareth, to delivereth. A little something, something once again. This I would say was spurred on via Osun Yemi. So shout out to Osun Yemi. Shout out to Osun Yemi that just shared my last video to do with Keenan and Kel. Again, Good Burger 2, the hospital situation. So shout out to Osun for sharing the video. So yeah, that's what spurred me on to kind of do this video today. I know I've got a live stream coming up, but then I thought you can still have that as a topic of discussion, and obviously by that time when we do it, you know, in the next week or whatever, around the 13th or the 14th, may have dug up some more things. As I say, I haven't gone ultra deep on this, but I'm sure again, if you look up, of course, Zach's book, I'm sure, you know, you're gonna get a ridiculous amount of information concerning, again, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Black Panthers, Black History Month, timings of stuff, right? Which is very important concerning with what we're looking at in this community, and again, trying to share it so others can also see, right? But again, we can only take them to the door. We can't kick them through it. You know, we can't get the horse to drink the water if they're stubborn, or if you know the mind's not clear, or for whatever the case may be. Again, I'm not going to go through all that in this upload. So I've done it a bazillion times. But anyway, shout out to them anyway. Again, it aids us to then wean out XYZ, as I was just explaining to a tribesman, a tribes member. You know who you are. You got a new name, Omega something something. Of course, I'm talking about Dr. Savage. He was there just letting me in on something extra, and I said, "Wow, well, now that is interesting, interestingly crazy." I'll say that much, right? So again, I'll save that for another time. Probably have a little roundtable discussion just about, you know, again, that specific type of stuff. I know myself has been covering a range that goes under that umbrella with the hive mind commonality and what ensues from these type of people and individuals. Anywho, so Sasha, who shot Sasha Johnson, right? Of course, you have the Channel 4 documentary that came out. Again, Untold. Who shot Sasha Johnson, right? So we're going to have a look at this. Situation. Again, I have looked at it before prior to today with this entry, so it is a follow-up today. But of course, still looking at it fresh, unbiasedly, as best as possible. And where I'm saying that, I will slightly then kind of say also something else I was thinking, since this has come back into my fold to take a look at. When it happened around the George Floyd time, or the year after, whenever it was, I was more leaning to, is this like theatrical? Is she gonna, you know, be okay? They're gonna come out and say, you know, she's all right now. I'm not saying that they can't do a long theatrical. Maybe like, I'm saying possibly, allegedly, maybe like, what's that one? Is it Kate Garraway with her husband with the long COVID? Looked a bit suspect to me, but it might have been real. I don't know. But the timing, of course, with what we were showing, I mean, same old same, right? And there was a lot of those suspicious news anchors at the time when it was first kicking off. You know, I'd have to relook. Are they back on air now? Because I remember there was a couple of suspicious ones. Like, I mean, come on, really? It was more than a couple. I'd say there was a few. Because of course it went from the main news anchors, then to like like that you get in the studio, and then to like, you know, like the journalists, like the odd ones dotted around or whatever, or that's come back from holiday or has gone on the holiday, and then you get these stories pertaining to all this Celeb 19 stuff. Hence why I call it Celeb 19, the ultimate influencers, you know. So, who shot Sasha Johnson? Again, right now I'm leaning to, is it somebody on the inside just to make an example of, you know, again, I think we do look at some witnesses or alleged suspects. So hold tight for that. I've got to wait for these slides to go. I can't remember exactly where it goes, but I'm sure I saw something alike with that. But anyway, still in speculation for myself, because obviously I'm not there. I'm not a fly on the wall, and obviously you've got to go on what you're given, right? So again, of course, it could be some, you know, inside job action from the you know who, some way, shape, or form. Excuse me, different story. Of course, you've got the time death RIP though, right? 25. Excuse me. Now again, situation of course with what she was about in conjunction with racism and stuff like that. Now interesting, when they put out this documentary 30th of October on Channel 4's YouTube channel and wherever else that they may or may not put it out, I don't know, you know, streaming service or, you know, actual channel 4 like on the channels or on your Sky TV or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, as we know, race and racism equals 27. So again, 207 days from the release of this to the annual of when she gets shot. So again, she got shot on the 23rd of May. I think it was 2021. I'm not sure if it was 2020 when George Floyd happened. But if you run that date on the annual after the fact of them putting out this documentary called Untold, Who Shot Sasha Johnson? Again, Channel 4 Documentaries, 207 days. So again, we're just looking at what are the odds of all of this. I'm sure racist or racists equals 47 as well. Again, attempted murder, again, murder. I know she not actually dead, but you know, attempted murder, right? Look, 83's in there as well. Look, racism, 63, numerology, 63. You got the 83 numerology, again, lifeless in a 47, racist or racists equals 47. Panthers equals 47. Just in the story to do with Adam Johnson and the ice skate situation with Matt Petgrave, you know, with the unnecessary foot, you know, just arcing up all extra high like he's going to do some axe kick or something and slits the man's throat. I mean, again, go and check out that video, hear what I say about that. Let me know what you think in the comments, because wow, there's no way that Matt Petgrave didn't know what he was doing. There is just no way. There is absolutely no way. Yeah, again, you shouldn't even be allowed to ice skate in a club. You should be banned from the club. You should be banned from ice skating. You should not be allowed to ice skate again. He's not even allowed to buy a pair of ice skate boots. Yeah, for no dry slopes. For no. Yeah. They might have a dry slope run, because I know they do like the you know, with the hockey boots, but they do the race style like down the hill. Boy, that is pretty hectic, man. That is pretty sick. I do like watching that when I catch it. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I'm not sure the actual name of it, what they dubbed it or called it, but the ice skating with the ice skates down the icy hill. It's pretty sick. So anyway, I think it all speaks for itself that thus far, right? Next year is a leap year. Is it the 143rd day or 100 and... No, I think it's the 104. Usually the 143rd. And obviously you still get the trouble too, because again it's a leap year. in 2024 and 2020 was a leap year with George Floyd and of course Celeb 19 and all the madness. And of course the lockdowns. So again, shooting 44. What's her name? Sasha Johnson equals what? 44. And yeah, because I'm sure it's on the 140, usually the 100, we're going to say anyway, but when it comes out, I'm sure it's usually the 143rd day, May 23rd. So anyway, you know, civil rights in 64, I'm sure civil rights equals 64 and 71. Civil rights equals 71 and 64, like Sasha Johnson. Again, civil rights in 64. I'm sure it is 64 and 71. Called civil rights in 64. Yeah, I'm sure it is. So I'm just going over that. If I'm wrong, my bad, but I'm sure it is. If I'm not mistaken. But have a little wiggle room, you know what I'm saying? There's a little wiggle room. No, I'm not fucking selling, was it snake oil and all of that shit, you know what I mean? I'm not your scam man dad or something. And all these type of characters. You know. And the larger, bigger establishment. But anyway, again, you got the 42 in there as well. That factors in with her name. Sasha Johnson equals 181. Again, the 42nd prime. 182. Again, why is the black woman? Well, it's usually a white person, but they changed it in the new Turtles. April, yeah, they changed April O'Neil, who used to be white. They changed her to a black person, and on her hat, it's got R and X. I'm sure it's RX. 18 and 24, right? Or the 18th X to 24th, and of course that equals 42. So again, on a motorbike helmet, again, Black History 181. Again, all the derogatory words and names, brother, colored, etc. Negro, nigger, whatever, you know. 42, and then you see how it correlates with 181. Sorry, give me one moment here, guys. Sorry, just checking something down here before we keep it moving. So yeah, I mean, and however the situation may have gone, regardless of speculation, you know, be it a true story. I mean, and again, I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm just saying, you know, it just goes to show how crazy again this world is, right? Like, I mean, come on. No matter what way you're looking at. And for most of these stories that come off of the Masonic conveyor belt, and regardless if it's, well, because it's still indirect. This is my point, you know? Because of the conditioning, what's going on, what I've been breaking down time and time again, it's still indirect. Again, you still held yourself accountable with your actions, but then once you understand the layers of what's going on here, you're like, okay, how much was really me? How much am I actually me? With all the MK Ultra programming, you know, multifaceted, simultaneously just drilling into your mind without you realizing what the fuck. And again, none of these people are talking about root causes of said outcomes, you know what I mean? So for why a situation like this could occur, whether it's, oh, just a man them on the strip and they said, oh, we're just gonna pass through the party where Sasha's at and we're gonna let off 2 shells, cap somebody or whatever, couple slugs. For whatever the case may be, I mean, what is it? Something as, you know, as big as like a mustard seed, as the saying used to go. An old friend used to say that to me, you know. People can get, you know, crazy over something that would be a representation of something as small as a mustard seed. Getting all bent out of shape, all worked up differently. Wasting kilojoules. Them times you're not focal pointing on what you're really supposed to focal point in, whilst holding yourself accountable and then saying, oh shit, wow. Okay. Let me adjust and now, do this and not be around, or whatever it is that you realize that's allowed you to get caught up in, whatever. You know what I mean? Because there's obviously different strokes for different folks. But again, going with this situation, again, the disregard for life, as we've been breaking down, right? Is it the food, the drink, the music, the Grand Theft Autos, the Call of Duties? Is it a combo of, like, what is going on here? Is it, again, just the timing of where the celestial bodies are, the proximity range? Again, the lunar cycles, the lunatics are out, the werewolves are out. Whether it's Allah Akbar down the road, like, what's going on? Like, what is really going on? They've been showing it consistently with all the stabbing stuff, asking specific questions, yeah? So if you're not up to speed, I'm not gonna, paint it all out in this video, because I'll be here for too long. But, I still gotta set some foundation and groundwork here. So, and a bit of hospitality, because you never know who's first stumbling into this information, or somebody that's hearing it for how many times, that's a silent watcher. That's still not fully on board, but they're silent watching, and all of a sudden, oh, they get it. Oh, finally, brilliant. I didn't have to have I didn't have to have a PhD or wear a suit. Finally, they get it. Unfortunately for some, they need it to be, You didn't have a suit on, Audio Oracle. If you had that PhD now, I would have understood the exact same thing that you said in the same way. But until you had that on, I just, I don't know what you're talking about. He's crazy. But as I say, that's when we just keep it pushing and keep it moving. As I say, the information speaks for itself. So, police racism goes hand in hand with 201. Look at the numerical value. Again, the Jesuit Order 201. Again, police racism. Again, sacred number 201. Think about Hamas, the Hamas situation, Gaza, Palestine, Israel, Hamas terrorism 201. I think there's something to this number, right? Heliocentrism 201. State of Israel 201. But anyway, police racism 201. Jesuit Order. Of course, George Perry Floyd also 201. And remember that came, 201 weeks after the French situation? Can't remember that kid's name. I didn't personally cover it, but I'm sure if you go on Zach's blog post, GematriaEffect.News on your browser, you'll be able to type it in, pull it up. I'm sure it's documented in there. If not, videos online, and of course the wider community. Shout out to everybody once again, as always. BLM movement 44, and names 44 again, shooting 44, firearms, gunfire. Again, back to police stuff. I'm sure, is it cop or policeman 44 or policemen? But anyway, don't have so much drift with that bit to pair it up. But and again, if if she's got kids and stuff like that, I can't remember. I think, has she got kids? Sasha Johnson. Imagine just you're trying to, pull through, walk again. May or may not be able to speak, like all that type of stuff. It's like, fuck man. And imagine if she's none the wiser of the bigger picture. Like if she's just a standard. Just think that, she don't know the bigger, the Hegelian dialect of the whole thing to do with Black Panthers, or like, if you don't know, you're just a sitting duck to be caught up in a situation like this, unfortunately, however the case may be, right? And then those around you, nobody don't get the cue, wagwan. And then somebody like myself comes along now, and the wider community, and bam. Oh, shit actually makes sense in some way, shape or form. Again, only a buffoon would discard this information. Alright, so. Again, Black Lives Matter, 65 like George Floyd. Again, think about when the, what was it, Derek something, and then the rest of the officers, I think it was the first main hearing, was 11/9. Again, think about Dave Chappelle with the 846 skit that he did with the comedy thing or whatever it was that he, or with his birth or something like that. And of course, the planes and the Twin Towers, and then you had Minnesota, Minneapolis. Remember, you had the black woman with the dog in the park. Was it not the same day as George Floyd or the day before? Again, it's all symbolism. And again, as we already know over here, George Floyd and co. all admitted Masons. Look at the double Freemasonic eagle tattoo on his chest, George Floyd. Again, I've already shown on my other channel. It might even be on this channel, but I'm sure it's on my other channel. George Floyd family Instagram showing like a chest or whatever it was, or they're giving thanks to their dead granddad or whatever it is. That was a Boule Freemasonic person, yeah? So go figure. And they said, yep, we're going to carry on, pledge allegiance, whatever. Put the blindfold on, move eggs mouth to mouth, get the paddles out, roll one leg up, like LL Cool J. Anywho, lick your lips after you move the the egg yolk from mouth to mouth, if you know what I'm talking about with the frat boys. Anywho, and you get shows like on Netflix called Burning Sands. I never actually did watch it, but when it came along, I was already aware, so I was like, Burning Sands. Again, think about Black Power 106 or BET 106 and Park, all that type of stuff, as well as the radio station or something. And Slavery 102, again, I already broke that down. Why Sinata, he's big in the black, what is it, the black, oh my god, I can't remember the name now, my mind's going blank. Like the black, oh my god. The black, not the black culture, it's like the black, oh my god, I've probably already said the word today. Why is my mind going blank? Just for this one word. Black conscious community, there you go. Black conscious community. But anywho, as I already broke down before, the name of that radio station, was it Black News 102 or something like that? I think he's got the banner on his channel, Sinata TV. But anyway, all those type of people, they are all Hegelian dialect, some way, shape or form. So that's why you got all your characters like your, what's his name? Oh my god, what is his flipping name? Brother Polite. Pedolite? Brother Polite, aka Pedolite? Go figure. Anywho, let's keep it moving. So, 16, 106, I know you got the 2 zeros there, but 16 anyway. Black Power 106, Black 106, drop the 0, 16. I think that was from a fake account. I can't remember. Oh, it was there, it's saying it right there. So I was just catching the screenshots, watching with the subtitles on. At the time, yeah, probably be about another 10 minutes because there were not actually that many slides. And again, think about, oh man, was it a 44 numerology with Martin Luther King? And was there a 44 with Malcolm X as well? Oh my god, I can't remember. I'm sure they met on the 95th day of the year. I know I do this here and there. For the regular veteran, you're probably really screaming, saying it at the TV. Anyway, Conspiracy 51, if that is the case. This is in the same year, 5 months, 1 week, 0 days. New Black Panther Party. 51st Prime is 233. Again, she was a part of the New Black Panther Party, of course, in the UK. Again, this is all Hegelian dialect. Again, for all of that, that's how you get all your Bloods and Crips. Yeah? Ku Klux Klan, it's all via the same Hegelian dialect spawn from the gang, the Jesuit order. Facts. Oops, shit, I didn't realise. What up? Oh no, I thought it was on a video. The way it... Okay, no worries. Excuse me. You got Copeland Road it happened on, you got the 47 there. And you got the 63. Is Black Panther 63 as well? I can't remember. I'm sure the movie came out on 2/16, 15th. I mean, February 16th. You got Race 18. You got the 108 there. Murder or attempted, but you know, murder. Almost. Or definitely murdered her lifestyle. I'll say that much. But anyway, 34, 38 murdered, right? So again, interesting. I was thinking again with the timing of this tweet from Diane Abbott, also an MP that I caught in some, you know, propagandas here and there, George Floyd and something else. I'm sure you'll find the videos. Just like the black athletes. Do I have to bring up Bianca Williams today? I mean, come on. I'm all out of love. By a band called Air Supply. I mean, come on, man. Just come on. Now, her birthday... Hold on, let's read that tweet, actually. So, before we get to her birthday. So, Diane Abbott MP, black activist. She goes on to say in her tweet, black activist Sasha Johnson in hospital in critical condition after sustaining a gunshot wound to the head. Nobody should have to potentially pay with their life because they stood up for racial justice. Of course. Of course. I agree 100%. And also, if you haven't seen yet, you know, the Peckham Shop hair situation, if you haven't seen that breakdown, you're going to go and watch that because you're going to see all the same familiar numbers, 27, 45, 63. You've got the shop guy, you know, hagging up the woman type of thing. Some rago type of restraint. But interesting, I just thought because of the whole 44 thing that's at play concerning Martin Luther King and more than likely Malcolm X as well. And of course, you know, it's all to do with racial type of stuff, right? Racial injustice, Black Panthers, etc. But again, to counter the original Martin Luther, which the black Luther, I can't remember his actual name now, but anyway, he used that name via the original guy that was doing the referendum against the Catholic Church and the Jesuit order. Because he knows if they start to infiltrate XYZ, how much things will get, you know, more perverted, more diversive in all manner of things, you know, whether it's identity crisis, whether it's, you know, racial again, whether it's whatever, yeah? So again, was he killed on that day, leaving 95 days of the year? And of course, this was a big establishment day of the Jesuit. If you look it up, you'll find the Jesuit Order establishment day is the 27th of September, the day that leaves 95 days of the year. Again, with the 95 Theses, again, the referendum to counter the Catholic Church. So, again, her name equals what again? And she got what by what? With all the 44s, again, gunfire, firearms, shooting 44, Sasha Johnson 44, killing execution. Again, it's an attempted assassination. Or killing, excuse me. I'll say it like that. So again, another 27. We had the, was it 207 days? Again, race and racism 27, ritual 27. So again, what are the odds of all of this just coming together like this? You know, and I could only hope that if magically she gets to watch this video, that she has the capacity to understand what's being presented. So that's my one wish for, you know, if Sasha Johnson, if you're out there, or a counterpart, or somebody can get the video to her, that will be fantastic. Again, many hands make light work. You know, of course, to those that are outreach, to whoever really had any comebacks from, or I mean, I'm not even going to go into that right now. I've gone over that a bazillion times. So let's keep it moving. We're not even going to waste a morsel of any kilojoules as we keep the jets cool, as we keep it moving. So 1989, the NBPP, New Black Panther Party, was established. What in the hell? Sorry, guys. I thought something was crawling up my leg. I was like, what the hell? Hey, listen, I'll shoot you not, yeah. There's been times I've come in, I was in for about 20 minutes. I'm sure all built a zoo, yeah, drinking a beverage, and lo and behold, after about 20 minutes of being indoors, a big ass spider is on my left knee, yeah? I was like, let's look at it like, what? Backhand. You know, you look at it and you just freeze for a second, like, okay, what we doing here? And then 100th second later, action time, whack. Like, what? Black 34, again, she was a Black Panther. Again, 34 years since establishment. Headquarters, Dallas, Texas. Oh, come on. Black Lives Splatter 207. And the reason why I've got that up is because, as you can see here, look, they're talking about it. Picture of Sasha was floating about on, you know, like the police WhatsApp or whatever. You look, 63 as well. Racism 63, 27, race 27. So again, Black Lives Splatter, right? Look, 89. Black British Panthers. That's, you know, also another name of. See that? So there's in 1989. New Black Panther Party, 89. Established when? 89. Not arbitrary. So here it is right here. So here's the WhatsApp. As you can see, it's saying officers were sharing this. Look at the time. What was the robot in the intro of iRobot with Will Smith? What number was on the robot? The FedEx robot. 42. Miles Morales is from where again? What spider bit him? Number 42. From what Earth number? 42. We've been tracking a whirl of 42s, you know. When I mean a whirl, I mean a trailer load. Bagalaga. Yeah? Think about when they re-brought out Emmett Till situation, the old school situation, remember? With Emmett Till, with the racism. I don't know if it was like a Mississippi type of thing. And a few years ago, they re-brought it out. Of course, 63 years later, again, racism 63. Again, Eric Garner. Remember the cop strangling him, 99 on his back. Racism 99. Again, this is not arbitrary. It's not me making up numbers. I'm photoshopping stuff. Oh, I'm trying to get more views. No. Oh, man. I'm trying to get some type of, you know, triggered line me attention. You know that attention that you're saying that I'm trying to get? No. Pack it in, jog on, idiot. You know what I mean? Fuck off out of here with your bullshit, man. As I say, you display the dumb shit, so you carry on, yeah? Those that know. You get me? Again, the 42nd prime. 181. What was the time on the WhatsApp? Yeah. So, yeah. Because that's looking pretty real to me. Like, fucking hell. Yes. I know they can do some hyper stylized, you know what's, with, you know, the face mask and stuff. But I don't think that's that. So if you think that is, you're gonna have to do more than unconscious X to get me on board, if you know who I'm talking about. And the other one, Divine Sade, she's like the lady counterpart. I think they put out, I ain't even gonna go into it. I did the other day, so you know, catch it where you catch it, yeah? So again, Diane Abbott, the MP, and of course the Jesuit Order. Oh look, I mean, come on. Did I mention 44 today? And racism 45, so 4 months, 4 days with it checked. Just like whatever age you are now, you're actually a year plus. So if you're 27, you're actually in your 28th year of life, hence why they include end dates, the same thing, right? So anyway, racism 45, shooting 44, Sasha Johnson, and then all the Martin Luther stuff that I was just explaining, or partially somewhat. Again, get the books, download the books, or spend on the books if you want to support. Of course, Letters and Numbers by Zachary K. Hubbard, and of course 9/11 to Coronavirus. He has got some other books that are forthcoming as well. I know he's got a Kobe Bryant book and a 201 book, and probably a few others that I don't know of, that I have heard him mention, but I don't know the names or what they're going to be maybe specifically about. But, you know, they're definitely coming. And as I say, once you learn the code, just like myself, I'm sure I'd be able to write a book. I'm already doing it right now. I'm documenting, you know, if you actually follow, you know. But obviously I could easily package, I won't say easily, but definitely be able to, you know, package something, you know. So anyway, we've gone over 44s how many times, yeah? So from the day in question, I'm sure it would have been in 2021 then. Was it 2021? Whatever year it was, 2020 or 2021. Probably is 2021, that's why I've got it in 2021. You got the 18 weeks and 1 day alternative span as well. You've got even the 42s in there. Even the 42. Even the 42. Let me change the rhythm track just for a sec.
Universe, listen to your intuition, focus on your desires.
Hold up.
All these energies combined,
Yeah.
helping us to achieve the goals.
Because boy, look, it's the 270th day as well. Ritual and racism, see? Yeah, look, 143, remember? And her name was 143. So on that day, again, I hadn't rewatched my old stuff with what I put out, so I just, you know, just went in fresh. Again, I did not watch the old entries for Sasha Johnson that I put out. So again, the Jesuit Order, Society of Jesus. And remember, half of this logo is on number 10 Downing Street. If you look at the door, you will see the sun rays. Again, sun worshippers. Or a type of sun worshippers, I'll say that. In conjunction with Saturn. And of course, Aleister Crowley and all the rest of the stuff they got going on and whatnot. And shit that I have no idea about. Because I am not one of them. So please refrain from, you know, coming in the comments and saying that I'm an agent or something. Or doing some, you know, Joseph stuff without me going into that. Again, shout out to Sav. The Doctor Savage 84, formerly known as... Let me change the rhythm back. Boom. So, there you go. MLK 45, 36 racism, 36 and 45, race 18. So go figure, yeah? So again, MLK 45. '83 was the numerology when the thing came out, right? The called it? Look at that, Malcolm X 42. But anyway, Martin Luther King equals 83. Remember when the documentary came out, you had the 83 numerology. And I know they met on 93rd day of the year, right? If I remember correctly. Did they both die in April? Was it April 4th with a 44 numerology or some shit? I can't remember. Hold up, why have I got that? What is that date? What is that? What is that about? Sorry, guys. Yeah, that was Diane Abbott, and we know that's... Maybe that was a mistake. I don't know why I've got the 21st. Is that MLK's birthday? I think that's MLK's birthday. Just checking for some 33s, but as we know, Masonry, Police People, Order, Society, Federal, 33. Of course, the federal government. Again, this is between her shooting and Martin Luther King's birthday, I'm presuming. I don't think it's Malcolm X. I think I'm looking at... I don't think... or that's the day that he died on. But I think that's the day he was born. If I'm not mistaken. Again, if I don't show it on the slide here, of course, you know what to do. Whatever your search engine is, use it. It's your friend. Or it can be. Unless you're doing something very stupid online. Feel free to get caught. So, I know they love a 33. Look, 33 life lesson as well on the day. Oh, now you're fucking with me. That must be, what's his name? Whose birthday is that then? That must be Malcolm X. Must be Malcolm X. Hopefully a slide comes up in a sec to confirm. We can confirm 4th of April. Assassinated Martin Luther King. He was born 15th of January 1929. So Martin Luther King, 4th of April, got assassinated in 1968. And of course, as we know, that is the infamous year. Infamous year. Again, 33 years later, after construction began. Of course, 9/11. And of course, that was the same year, 1968, when AT&T made 911 the national dialing code. The same year that George W. Bush graduated from Skull and Bones, Yale. And of course, his birthday, what is it, 68 days or 6 weeks, 8 days? Anyway, 68, Terror 68. George Bush Jr., his birthday is that duration with the 68 to 9/11. So go figure. And he was all about terror. He used to love saying that. Terror, terror, terror. That's how he said it, innit? He didn't say terror. He said terror. Terror, 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 terror. I could bring up a whole montage right now of him just for an hour. Just terror, 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 terror. Terror, terror, terror. That's how I used to say it, right? Anyway, George Floyd won one. Look, 1 month, 19 days from his death, assassination date in the same year, going to Sasha Johnson, who got shot in Peckham. Again, I already mentioned the Peckham shop with the hair situation. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. That is a dub plate video right there. Again, we haven't heard back from, what is that guy's name? Hawk News, what is his name? Hawk Newsom? What are you saying? We didn't hear back from Hawk. He got body bagged on arrival. He was dead on arrival. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go back to obvious videos pertaining to, right? And you will see. His name might even be in the title. And in the live stream, I was even calling him out. Say, look, come and join the live stream. Of course, Tumbleweed and Crickets. Again, he's a big figure. You know, he's been on the news in the US. Saying his piece and, you know, Black Power, Black Panthers. These times, I can see right through him. Easy. Without even trying. You just let them. You listen, if you know what you're looking at, they will show you. Whether they're talking or not talking, yeah? If you know what you're looking at, again, actions speak louder than words. So again, whether they're talking or not, just let them chat. Or not chat. Actions again, as I say, right? So 17th of February, Huey P. Newton. Of course, P for Percy. And again, how that all related with Chadwick Boseman. I'm sure he's got the same overlay with Jackie Robinson or Jack Robinson. Of course, the baseball player who wore number 42. And then, of course, Chadwick Boseman, the actor, of course, from Black Panther, who did the movie with him. I'm sure he even did like a fundraising thing for 42 million or 42,000 as well. In 1989, he was assassinated. Death 228 and Death 213 as well. Black Panther 213. So again, Death 228 like 22/8. 22nd of August. Huey P. Newton was assassinated. Again, they already had his number for when he was gonna go before they even recruited him to play his part for the Hegelian dialect. Yeah? Little did he know now that was coming up. But probably knew it was coming, but you know, by that time you're already in over your head, right? Whether you think they're your friends or not, or you know, however the pyramid scheme is for the gang and affiliates of them there within the contingencies, right? All the factions together, the network. So again, Def 228, like 22/8. Def also equals 213, like Black Panthers equals 213, like Black History Month equals 213, like racism equals 213, like nigger and deaf equals 213. And then of course the affiliation with Tupac. And then his mum supposedly with the Black Panther affiliation. Then him dying 213 days later. There's that 213 after the release of his last album on February 13th. 2/13. 213. He gets shot via drive-by shooting 213 days later. You see? And the rest that goes with that. And then the latest stuff with the bullshit of Keith D. Keith D, what a bunch of bollocks. Go and check out my video for that recently. With the Tupac murder situation. Absolute bullshit. And was that on the day leaving 93 days of the year as well? I mean, come on, man. Come on. And of course, Tupac on the cross, and then Jesus on the 93rd day of the year with the crucifixion, Godson 93, crucifix 93 between the hours of 9 and 3. That's why they tell you the sun's 93 million miles away, which obviously the sun's not 93 million miles away. And so again, the sun on the cross, and then that's showing you like the oh man, what is it called again? But basically the sun and the ecliptic and all of that stuff. That's all that's showing you metaphorically, right? Not saying there's not good stuff to go by in the Bible, regardless if it's remixed or not. But it's just taking heed of that and not being, you know, bamboozled whether you know it or not. And ready to have your followers drink some type of Kool-Aid because you think the rapture's coming every minute. And then you want to chat shit and belittle others. And then, you know, if you're paid to do it or not, then now you've got your bot-minded people doxing people's information online. Again, shout out to Dr. Savage. I just found out about the extra stuff just now from the horse's mouth. Dr. Savage, formerly known as, yeah. I mean, these people are crazy, you know. Next level, unnecessary crazy. They like to keep you in a specific type of Groundhog Day, you know, trauma-based mind control. Whether they realize that they're doing it or not, you know, it's all part of it working in tandem. It's crazy, man. But as I said earlier, you know, it helps to wean out. So, you know, you do what you can do, whether you entertain it or not, you know, because as I say, what you do reflects on you, what they do reflects on them. Yeah. So again, shout out to Dr. Savage, formerly known as. He's now got a newer channel. And as I was already pointing out, I haven't done the video yet. It's for Sniper Wolf. I mean, really? Is that what this platform is about? Whether she stays on it or not, I mean, come on, man. Did I mention the butt cream video today? Is that still up? 50 million views. Kevin Leandro butt cream video. Within 2 seconds, you can see past his sphincter. It's like a 3-minute video or something like that. And within 2 seconds, you don't even get a chance. You don't, like, you don't even, yeah. It's the time you press play, it's in your face. Oh my God. No, oh my God. Oh my God. What? Meanwhile, they'll tell you this video. Oh my God, you're talking about racism or it's hate speech. Or a video that I don't even speak in, as I've already shown you before. They took down a video that I didn't even speak in and said hate speech. And as we know, they do this across the board to everybody, whether you're putting out this type of information or not, you know. It's just to annoy people, break you down, trauma-based mind control. That's all it's for. So again, are you working in tandem with it? Do you realize that you're doing it? Are you going to realize it now? What you're going to realize now, it's been brought to your attention. Are you going to be a shithead, shitbag, shit cunt? Like, what? Yeah. Crazy, right? And again, Chadwick Boseman, I'm sure he's got an overlay relationship. I don't know if he's got a middle name, Chadwick Boseman, or like the letter in the middle, you know, like a Michael B. Jordan or something. But anyway, his name or full name, Chadwick Boseman. Can't remember if he's got a middle name. I know there's a relation with Huey P. Newton and of course Jack Robinson, and you see the overlay. Like 3 out of 4 ciphers or something like that. Right, much longer than I thought, but hey, shit happens. And as I already mentioned before, look out for just a round table, maybe a discussion furthering on this topic, because I do have the scheduled live stream for Sasha Johnson, but again, as I say, via Ocean Remy today, Osan Remy, or Yemi, is it Osan Yemi? Yeah, Osan Remy too, yeah, via my sister over there, one of my sisters, one of Tribe, where she shared my Good Burger video that I just put out. I thought, you know what? I know that she had something that she was going to do with this situation. So I thought, you know what? Let me just make another video so she can get a little something. And whoever else. So if nobody watches it, at least I'm sure Osa and Remy will watch it. Shout out to you. Much love to you on yours. Excuse that accident there. I'll probably remove it in a sec. Huey P. Newt. Oh, look. Martin Luther King 228 as well. Look like the day, what's his name, got assassinated. 22/8. We just spoke about it recently. Right, Huey P. Newton 62. Where is that going? Black History 62. Right, is that it? I think we're good. Right. Wholeness, spread love and light. Hashtag don't be a basic beast brainer. And of course, give gracious gratitude, but take no shit. And look at this. Look. Are you seeing this? Look at the time. Stabbing equals what? 142. Remember, that's why they love the terrorists to be screaming with a knife, shouting at Allah Akbar business with a knife in hand. Because stabbing and terrorist equals 142. So whether the story is real or not, this is how they give amplification to what they're doing in the craft that's being deployed. All right, catch and rebound, wholeness. Turn off the TV, it's way too misleading. Telling them lies until you believe it. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. It don't take a genius to pick up the pieces. It certainly doesn't. Again, insult to our intelligence. Wholeness.